Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report. Let's start with the calendar. As you can see, the most important event today was the rate decision from Reserve Bank of Australia. Depending from the calendar, but here you can see that traders were expecting the rate to be on hold, the decision to be on hold, but it was 50-50. Some experts, analysts, and other macro calendars, it was written that market is expected cut to 1.25. Final decision was that there will be no cut, so they put this decision on hold, and this is positively influencing Australian dollar. Australian dollar is on the rise right now thanks to this decision and statement as well. Still to come, we have important news for New Zealand, so GDT price index. We'll have PMIs from Canada, and a bit of and two speeches from one person from Fed and one from Bank of England. So that is it in terms of the today's calendar. I think we can start analyzing the charts. I would like to show you Bitcoin, because Bitcoin finally reached the target, the resistance that I was telling you about. So our prediction from here is happening right now. So our prediction from the beginning of April is finally happening right now. Why we predicted this? Well, we had a breakout of the major downtrend line, and we had a breakout from the symmetric triangle to the upside. That was a buy signal, and natural target for this movement was super important support. So this first it was a resistance here in October, but then since November 2017, this is a crucial support. We finally reached this area. Okay, fair enough. Only the fact that we reached this area does not mean that you should sell. Right? It's a bit too early to sell. It's a good occasion to do this, but we don't have a sell signal. Yesterday the price was trying to create a third top on this triple top formation, but in order to sell from the triple top formation, you need to see the breakout of the neckline of this formation. But today the price is pushing higher, so the sell signal is a bit delayed in time. Sell signal again will be triggered when the price will break the black line, and the buy signal will be triggered when the price will close a day above the yellow area, because that will mean a comeback above the major resistance. As the reversal is a fact, we can measure potential targets, and as you can see, we are far even from the first target for the correction, so 23.6. Usually corrections go to 38.2. Well, depending from the instrument and the time frame, but always 38.2 is pointed out as a target for the correction. So to this area we still have a lot of space. American dollar to Swiss franc. Here is the trade where I open my long position. Why I did this? Well, on a daily chart I see a beauty here. So the price broke the dynamic resistance, the horizontal resistance, and then tested this as a support with a beautiful hammer. Yesterday we had a positive candle, but it got denied at the end of the day. And well, it's not a big risk. I'm looking forward for the end of this bearish correction and a further upswing. This bounce from here is encouraging. My stop loss is below weekly lows from yesterday's lows. So we will see what will happen. This trade is technical, so a broken resistance, was tested as a support, there was a bounce. So confirmation of the buy signal. In my understanding of the price action, it makes sense. Now New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. So usually New Zealand dollar is correlated with the Australian dollar. So when Australian dollar is going higher, New Zealand dollar is going higher too. To some extent, it's happening right now as well. This is the reaction after the statement, after the decision from Bank of Australia. You tell me if it's a big rise or it's not a big rise. It's 20, 30 pips. For me, it's nothing. So for me, there is still a sell signal here, which comes from a weekly chart. Again, you remember this. This is a bearish engulfing on a weekly chart. There is a false breakout above the major downtrend line here, and the price goes down. There is a horizontal support. Horizontal support gets broken, and most recently on a daily chart, you can see yesterday, this horizontal support got broken, and then it got tested as a resistance, and the price went down. Well, not here, but the price is going down. So shooting star bouncing from the horizontal resistance is always a good sell signal. My target are lows from October, and to this level we do have 550 pips roughly, which makes it an excellent trading opportunity, excellent occasion to go short. Now gold, which is gaining traction using this risk off mode on the market. So we have those tensions between China and US, which are those tensions are a bit high right now because of tweets from Donald Trump, etc. So we don't know actually if there will be a deal or there will be no deal. So gold is climbing higher, and what is happening here is we have a wedge. Wedge is created in an uptrend, so promotes a further uptrend. Wedge is a trend continuation pattern. And it looks like we're coming to the end of the wedge because the price is creating double bottom formation. But for the proper buy signal from this wedge, we need to see the price closing above the upper red line. Price closing above the upper red line will be an invitation to go long. If you want to see what can happen with the gold, you can check out the American dollar to Russian ruble, where we have exactly precisely the same situation, but advanced in time. There is an uptrend, there is a wedge, there is a double bottom formation. Look at this. Wedge, maybe like this. Uptrend, wedge, double bottom formation. Uptrend, wedge, double bottom formation. So I'm expecting on gold situation similar to this one. So breakout of the upper line of the wedge, then a horizontal resistance, and then price climbing higher. Here, first we need to break the dynamic resistance here, then upper line of the wedge, and then we should climb higher. That's the beauty of the technical analysis, because it works regardless of the instrument. American dollar to Russian ruble, the correlation between those two is not huge. I don't think we can call this correlation significant. So I think that this situation on dollar to ruble can happen on gold. We have chances for this. When we talk about ruble, another setup from the recent history. At the end of April, we said that the breakout of this resistance, dynamic resistance and horizontal resistance, should give us a buy signal. And here we do have a buy signal. The price is going higher. Potential target for this movement is the yellow area. Why the yellow area? Well, because it was a resistance here. It's a support here. The price should go there, definitely. American dollar to Canadian dollar. I do have a long position here too. So you can see that I'm on the losing side of the market right now on both positions. But you know, it's never like this that you buy and the price goes up straight away, or you sell and the price goes down straight away to take profit. It's very uncommon for the price to do this, so I'm waiting for the further development. Why I opened this long position here? Well, I described this at yesterday's analysis of this instrument, but obviously I'm gonna describe it again. Well, the price created this inverse head and shoulder pattern, bouncing from the uptrend line, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Then we have a symmetric triangle, so inverse head and shoulder formation, symmetric triangle, resulted with an upswing. Then the resistance was tested as a support, and then we have an upswing. So we're in an uptrend. We had a bullish breakout from the pattern. We have a bullish pattern. The support was confirmed. So for me, that was a clear buy signal. That's why I bought. As you can see, we have only 7 instruments here. So let's analyze more instruments. Let's do this from the scratch, that you can see, that you will be able to see the decision making process. Maybe dollar index. I do this very often, so I remove old analysis just to have a fresh view on the instrument, just to have a fresh outlook. So here is dollar index, which was having this ascending triangle pattern. And we broke the resistance, but it may be a false breakout, and false breakout can result in the movement in the opposite direction, and this is what is happening right now. So this can be called a false breakout, and if I had to bet, I would bet for the price to go short in this case. Australian dollar to Canadian dollar. Don't be scared of exotic instruments. Don't stick only to the euro dollar, because as I said, the technical analysis is universal and works on almost all instruments. So if you will have a great occasion on other instruments, I think you should use it. Here, I don't see nothing. Australian dollar to Swiss franc, I saw the breakout here, but now I don't see nothing either. Australian dollar to Japanese yen. The sharp reversal is destroying a sweet trading situation that was here. Maybe Australian dollar to Japanese yen can be interesting, because there is this support. I think this support is pretty clean. And we have a comeback. What this comeback means, two things. The first one is the reaction after the data, right? So we have an upswing. Actually, 3 things. Second one is the gap closing movement. So we had a gap here because of this risk off mode on the market. So safe haven currencies were gaining traction. And usually what price is doing is price is closing the gap and then moving in the opposite direction, so downswing. And the third one is the false breakout pattern. Okay, if the price will manage to close above this resistance somewhere here, we will have 2 bullish signs. So data and the false breakout pattern, which should result with a further rise. But if the price will go there and reverse, we'll have a sell signal because of the broken support being tested as a resistance and a gap closing movement. So I'm gonna leave this because it will be a very good trading opportunity soon. We just have to be patient, wait for the situation to develop. Another one, Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. Long time no see. I didn't check the technical situation on this instrument for a while. Sorry, let's remove those objects. Okay, there is this lower line of the symmetric triangle. We tested it, we bounced from it, but I'm not actually convinced that we are respecting this line anymore. So that's no for me. American dollar, here is this symmetric triangle, and also this data crashed a little bit the technical situations here, so I'm not a fan of Australian dollar to American dollar right now. Next one, Canadian dollar to Swiss franc. What is happening here? Do we have anything interesting here? Well, okay. What I see here is this horizontal resistance. There is this dynamic support. And is this support, but as you can see, this movement crashed it. And also it's a typical example of this, like Australian dollar to Japanese yen, right? Gap closing movement. Here also Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, gap closing movement, Swiss franc safe haven. So though that currency gained at the very beginning of the week. But it's not a perfect occasion to trade. Here is a bit better because there is a downtrend correction. So we're in a downtrend and now the price is trying to close this gap. Most probably the price will succeed, but then I think that buyers will be exhausted and we should get a further drop. So Canadian dollar to Japanese yen looks bearish, but again, I don't have strong setup here. It's just my assumption, and I don't trade based on my assumption. I trade based on the technical situation on strong setups. There is a good one here. And so look, on hourly chart, there is this resistance, this support, I mean, this resistance, that's an ascending triangle. Price broke the lower line of it, now tries to test it as a resistance and also tries to close the gap. If you will extend this, if you will extend this lower line of the triangle, you get a horizontal long-term support. So price is below this horizontal long-term support. And the price being below this is a strong sell signal. So this one looks good. This one looks like a proper trading occasion. Rest of the instruments we'll analyze tomorrow, guys, not to give you too many opportunities because you cannot open too many positions because you will have too big risk on the market. So from this, I think the best idea would be to pick one or two. Keep your risk manageable. Manage your emotions, risk, capital, equity. Don't open too many positions because you can get crazy on the market. So let's wrap up the situation here. Bitcoin positive still, American dollar to Swiss franc. Well, I think it's positive. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar negative. Gold positive. Dollar to ruble positive. Euro to ruble positive. American dollar to Canadian dollar still, I think it's positive. Dollar index negative, Australian dollar, Japanese yen we will see, and Swiss franc to Japanese yen, that's negative. So guys, thanks very much for watching Daily Analytical Report. I hope you enjoyed this. All the best and good luck in your trading.